And welcome into this, I guess we'll call it a special morning brew with Jaffe and Razor. Only special because it's the morning of Thanksgiving. And it is a wonderful day for everybody. We hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. And it should be a little better for those listening because, Razor, the Boston Bruins don't just win on Long Island. They win big. They win with goals. They win with holy shit, where's that been? We saw 6 goals twice to start the season. We haven't seen it since then. They win 6-3 over the New York Islanders. We want to bring you guys a quick morning brew with Jaffe and Razor here because we're thankful for you. We're very thankful for all that you guys do, supporting us, listening to us. We're going to get to all of our sponsors right now because, again, this is going to be a short brew. So, Razor, let's go through them quickly. We know that Morning Brew with Jaffe and Razor is proudly presented by our lead sponsor, Fazenda Coffee Roasters. They're phenomenal people. Go check out fazendacoffee.com, F-A-Z-E-N-D-A, fazendacoffee.com. Proudly supports Morning Brew with Jaffe and Razor. They've got wholesale products, retail products. They also carry the Morning Brew hats. That's where you go to get your Morning Brew with Jaffe and Razor hat, the Morning Brew blend, and also there's some Clean Canteen travel mugs left. Go to fazendacoffee.com/morning brew. Also, this show is made possible by Graciano Construction. Serving Boston and Greater Metro West area, Graciano Construction will help you refresh and revitalize your space. Go to gracianoconstruction.com or call it 508-330-7589. gracianoconstruction.com. Also, Bay Dog Canine Adventure Gear. We got Mila getting out for a walk yet or not yet?
It's a good, not for me, but maybe Aaron. I haven't even checked in yet. But
all right. Well, our buddy Bart is in town.
Oh yeah,
Bart is up here. He's going to the Bruins game on Friday night. He's got himself some Morning Brew with Jaffe and Razor hats. He is going there, and Baydog that's what Bart is all about. Baydog.com, canine adventure gear, super high quality, smart designs, but always very reasonably priced. Use the code MBRU and get yourself 15% off your entire order. Folks, this is the time now. Holiday season starting, right?
Perfect stocking stuffer. Everyone gets their dog something for Christmas. You have to check out Baydog. You have to. It's perfect for Christmas.
Perfect for the holiday season.
Whatever.
Everything, whatever. It's perfect for this month. It's starting right now. 100% veteran-owned business. Go to baydog.com. Check out their collars. They've got some great collars. You can get them embroidered. Check out their harnesses. Go check it out. And I'm hoping to say hi to Bart when he's in town. And lastly, Razor, give Sparks a promotion because they've been with us pretty much since day one.
Well, I yawned through it. I need a little Sparks and Fazenda myself. Speaking of the holiday season, again, this is the ultimate present for any hockey family, anybody who sharpens skates more than once a week. This is a no-brainer. It's going to pay for itself in time, in cash, investment. The best one I've made hockey-wise. Visit sparkshockey.com. Use the code BREW50 for $50 off. Your kids can do it. You can do it. It's the easiest thing in the world. Thousands of them are out there in the market now. It's an absolute no-brainer. NHL teams, they're in all the buildings. I've been in a bunch of buildings this month. Everybody's got a Sparks machine. You need to get one too. SparksHockey.com, brew50 for $50 off.
And check out their website as well because they also have other deals on there too. And lastly, the Pro Shop, powered by 47. It's located on level 1 of TD Garden inside North Station. Folks, they're having the biggest sale of the year on Black Friday. That's tomorrow. Fans that stop by between 10:30 and 11:30 score 30% off. And then from 11:30 to 12:30, Razor, 20% off. So the earlier, the bigger savings. Exclusive deals on Bruins Authentics memorabilia. And you can, shoppers can enter to win Bruins tickets, signed items, and more. Fans also can purchase a limited edition Centennial Game jersey, which will be worn on December 1st, Sunday afternoon. This is a true collector's piece to celebrate 100 years of the black and gold. And if you can't make it down to Causeway, you can shop online at bostonproshop.com. All right. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We are grateful, thankful for everything that you do for us very much. All right, Razor, right to it. Bruins go into the island, onto Long Island, whatever you want to call it. Elmont, technically not. And they start beautifully. I mean, Brad Marchand scores less than a minute into the game, right? 57 seconds in a row. And I big advantage to the team that played the night before. No question about it. But in particular, I thought huge for Brad. I felt like he was flying in the first period because I think his body was loose. He was feeling it, having played the night before, bringing the energy. And it was kind of an extension of the Vancouver game. But it was also their preparation for this game, I thought.
It was, and it certainly carried over from the night before. You always get that first period bump, and you need to take advantage of it, especially on the road. And then when you score 57 seconds in, it just elevates because now you have taken advantage of it. You feel good about it, and the game doesn't feel as taxing no matter what when you get that first one because you know you're in it. And for Brad to be ready to go, he was a menace all over all night, really. And he was a little more direct. He wasn't handling it quite as much, just getting underneath and moving the puck. And then the goal itself to go high blocker there was that's a thing of beauty. So
beautiful face-off play.
Yeah, it was perfect. Like we haven't seen too many face-offs. We haven't seen too many early goals. It's just all combined. And you had to know that the bench felt a little relief after the night before, but also, okay, this is the process we're talking about. This is where it's going to start paying off.
So the goal was scored by Marchand, again, 57 seconds in. Elias Lindholm with the assist off the beautiful draw. The faceoff was on the left wing side for the Bruins, so that means it's a strong side draw to his backhand for Elias Lindholm. Marchand was positioned beautifully, something they obviously either talked about, discussed, videoed, whatever. You know, they scouted, they saw, but it just worked beautifully. You don't always see it work like this, but Brad traditionally, or some guys might be a little bit higher behind the center. He was lower. He was just a couple of feet from Brazo, at most 2 feet maybe, and he just sniped it. Your point about short side, immense, right? Goaltenders are often thinking a lefty shot, especially from there, thinking high glove. Yeah. He beat Sorokin blocker side for his 7th goal of the season, a thing of beauty. And then 5 minutes later, just a little, 6:31 to be exact, the period, Marchand again, Brazo and Lindholm with the assists here, attacking the net. And that was something I thought they did a really good job with in the first period, attacking the net regularly, inside attacking net, not wide drive, but inside attacking net, bodies in front or around Sorokin. Marchand comes in after literally, I called him kind of like, he was one of those toys that you wind up that whole first period. He was spinning around, moving, crossovers galore. He did a full loop like a young blood, basically breaking out of the own zone. And then he comes into the O zone, picks up the puck, and kind of nubs it backhand, kind of mid-level past Sorokin off of a rebound.
Yeah, a couple chippers last night. Brad's was the first one. And what a play by Lindholm entering the zone. I didn't really recognize it.
You're right.
Until I saw the highlight after the game or in between the periods, whatever I was watching, I was like, whoa, that was slick. That was pretty cheeky. Lindholm entering the zone and to get it to Brazo, who is figured out. He just goes, he's just be a big moose out there, and Brad will come and pick things up behind him. I think that's the idea of the line. I think that's the mentality of the line. And in the first 6.5 minutes, it was drawn up perfectly.
It was. And so Brad makes it 2-0. Siplikov at 12:50 mark gets a goal, and the Islanders are back in it. And I mean, you're there, you're doing ringside. And again, we appreciate you getting up. I know you got some stuff with family, but we appreciate you traveling back, getting up to do this quick show. Did you feel since you were there, I can sit here at the Nesson studio and talk about it, but you were there. Did you feel that it was an goal, the Siplikov? Like, oh boy, for all the good the Bruins have brought the first 10 minutes of this period. And by the way, the Isles had some chances too. Bruins self-inflicted some wounds after they were up 2-0, Razor. Yeah. The turnovers actually crept back in to the game.
Yeah, they did. And I think though, I don't know, just the intermission and being down around the room, I think it was easy for them to overcome those because they were self-inflicted. I think they knew as a group they were playing well. They knew they had to, clean it up individually in certain plays. So I think because everything in the first period, Brick talked about, you guys talked about, was self-inflicted. The Waterspoon to Freddie. Freddie was blowing the miscommunication there. That's the goal.
Yep.
Very obvious. So whenever they were as a team, moving. They got to where they needed to. It was the individual that was causing 2 or 3 or 4 different bad shifts. And so I think they were able to overcome that the entire night, all the way through the second period anyways, because the 3 goals that the Long Island scored were completely individual mistakes.
Yes, no doubt. I mean, you brought up what happened on it, but the Wotherspoon play, he had it on his forehand, stay in front and get it off the glass. Who cares? Get it out there. Yeah. Simplify. All right. Then it becomes a bit of the Brock Nelson show. I like he can absolutely shoot and shoot some more. Islanders come out. I think they did feel a little better, right? Because they get that goal and they head into the second. 8:52. Nelson gets his 9th of the season, make it 2-2. But then Morgan Geekie and the Bruins, they settle things down. Morgan Geekie's going to get his 2nd goal of the year at the 11:59 mark. What I really liked about this play was the full, balls to the wall effort by Pastrnak to get the puck and to Zacha. And then Zacha. It's a millisecond, but he kind of freezes, just like he gives the look to the goaltender.
He opens up, looks at the goalie the whole way, goalie the whole way. Yeah,
a lefty shot, but he's on the right side, and then he passes over to 39, who almost looked like 88 for that one timer. He gets it, corrals it, and hammers it in, Razor. And Geekie's been better lately. What I noted in the pregame show, and while the points haven't been producing, it's like he's been more physical. The hits. That means he's moving the feet a little bit more. That means he's involved a little more. I know he's been worrying about it, and I know he's been trying to do different things. Razor, he gets himself fully undressed in between the periods now. Like he wasted a last minute to get dressed before the game and to kind of elevate the heart rate, and then he's taking his gear off, and he does it again. This is new stuff, different routine. We heard Elias Lindholm talking earlier about changing routines too. Guys do it, but my point is he has brought the game up just a little bit. And this goal, I hope is huge for him to make him feel good.
Yeah, he's had great chances in Detroit. He had 3 great chances. He had 3 great chances against Vancouver. So it was a matter of time. And now that one goes in, because he didn't really hit the middle of the net on that one either. Like that, he was flirting. I'm sure missed the target just a little bit of where he wanted to go. That was high to the blocker side of Sorokin, or just missed the. But anyways, you could see the relief on his face, similar to Lindholm the other day. He's going to he will loosen up a lot from that one, because it's been a long time for him.
So Zacha gets the assist. So does David Pastrnak. That goal again, 11:59, put the Bruins back up. But then late in the period. Now, how did you feel when this goal goes in? Late in the period, after the Bruins don't get it out again, it's a combination of both defensemen on the ice. I didn't see why Zadorov and McAvoy were together out there. I don't know if it was a change, because I think Zadorov and Peak have been really, really good as a pair. And I mean, I understand that maybe it was that they didn't want Lowry out there because Lowry had been on the ice, made the mistake on the first Islander goal, second Islander goal. I beg your pardon. Maybe that's what it was, but I don't know. It's, again, simple game sitting here. I would have kept Peak either Peak and Zadorov together, but Zadorov gets it, flubs it. McAvoy gets it, flubs it. And then Brock Nelson, again, showing the goal scorer's touch, goes short side after he goes around the world in the offensive zone with and without the puck to tie this game up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the circumstances. I was in between.
You were heading down.
Right? Yeah, so I was in the Zamboni. I had to get out of the way, kicking me out. So I don't know what I saw the highlight of it, and I saw the replay, of course. But the circumstance, I'm not quite sure of. But I was like, oh shit. You hear that? You hear the buzzer go out in the rink, and everyone cheering, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna hurt. That's this one. This will be a third period grind.
Yep. Well, Nelson's 10th scores, makes it 3-3. So we head into the third period, tied 3-3. And the Bruins, I felt they put on their hard hats for the third period. It wasn't pretty for a while in the third. It wasn't like, oh my God, up and on, at least where I felt that they were in charge, Razor. But then halfway through, it becomes what we've been waiting for, the Pavel Zacha show, because he's had so many other chances. He's had so many. He started out really well. Then he started, I think, then he got snake bit. And then I think he started to get way too much into his own head. Not snake bit anymore. It was just overthinking. Pavel Zacha, though, at the 10:48 mark is going to deflect a shot off of an awesome forecheck. Pastrnak gets involved, strips the puck from Romanov, picks his stick in the offensive zone. All right, you know what? I'm screwing that one up. That was the second goal. Shit. This is the forecheck that goes back to the right point. Sorry, folks. Early morning for me, too. To Andrew Peeke, who had a really good game. Razor, I thought Andrew Peeke had a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the puck at the right point. No hesitation, no dust off. Shot first mentality that Joe Sacco has been asking for. Gets to the net, and there was a really good positional play by Pavel Zacha to redirect past Sorokin for the Bruins 4-3 lead.
Other than the neutral zone being cleaned up and because of that, the defensive zone better. This is the best part of the coaching change, is this shot mentality from the D, getting the puck and putting it to the net. The first goal, let's go back to that. Zadorov does the same thing. Sorokin smothers it, face-off play, goal. It's all because Zadorov gets it and rips it right to the net in the first play. In that first period. Go back to that. So then you do this, same thing. Peeke, puck right to the net. Zacha's there, stick. This is going to get better, folks, because guys like Zacha, they're going to get the timing. That's a different play for them. They haven't done that for 2.5 years. The mentality's been to go D to D, or it's been go back down and around.
Quality over quantity.
Correct. Now we're switching it up. And guys are going to get to their spots, and Zacha's going to get better at tipping. All the forwards are going to get better to that net. And it's an absolute thing of beauty to score a goal like that on the road in a tie game on the third period. That's the dam breaker right there for what's happened.
No question. His fourth of the season was to change the tone, the tenor of the period. Bruins, and the smile on Pavel Zacha's face was nice, but it was even better at 13:23. This time, finally, I get to it. Pastrnak picking the stick of the defenseman Romanov, and then puts the puck in the backhand pass to the front of the net, and Zacha nubs it kind of in there for his fifth goal. And there was a big smile on his face. I think that was all of a sudden the realization that Pavel Zacha had internally, like, oh shit, I can score. I can score not just, the way I'm used to scoring, shooting and moving, and not just tipping. Tipping's great. Deflecting is hard as shit, but it's awesome when you score a goal off the forecheck like this. And you could see visceral sense of happiness and relief on Pavel Zacha's face.
Yeah, absolutely. No question. And for everybody, because they know they haven't scored in the third period very often. Right. They know they've struggled in tighter games lately. They know they haven't scored 5 in a really long time. So on top of the individual success of that line, of the top line, scoring 3 goals last night, that's a good feeling and gave them some breathing room.
It sure did. They're up 5-3 at this point now. And then the empty net goal after Nikita Zadorov gets called for marginal.
Lee did a good job going down there.
Yeah.
He did a very good job going down. It was almost such a perfect game by the refs too. They did such a good job. But whatever. They killed it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, each time they let him get away with something, we were watching the game, doing the game out of nest, and we're like, okay. Nobody had anything egregious.
It was just a couple little trips that we've seen called, like in the neutral zone, that didn't have anything to do with the game. That I love when they can let go. It's just a better product.
And we like, okay, we never once said, oh, they're lucky either team, or they missed that, or Barry yelling, come on, ref. You know how Barry does, yelling at the clouds in the room, but didn't. And the Zadorov penalty, okay, you kind of got to deal with it, but you don't love it. But then the Bruins with some good stuff in their own zone. Lindholm with the assist, McAvoy as well. Zadorov comes out of the box. And I like how he just skated it to the net and just slid it in. No shot from 8 feet. Not that I expected him to clapper it or anything like that, but just, literally skated up, made sure that he didn't have a Patrick Stefan moment, and deposited it in the net right there. And the big guy gets a little bit of vindication. Bruins get their 6th goal. They hold on. Don't allow anything more. 24 shots for the Islanders, just 21 for the Bruins, which, okay, low event game in theory, right, and by the numbers, but there were some other chances. There were a couple missed nets, but I liked the fact, again, the Bruins now 4 games in a row under Joe Sacco as the interim head coach have been more of a shot suppressive team out there. It's, especially the last now 2.5, 3 games. I mean, that's been really good.
No, it has. It's been It's been really good, and
not
they-
taking penalties. That's the other thing. So now
because they're not chasing as much. They're
Right.
staying in their position. They're not getting the sticks and the forecheck. All of these things are all connected, right? Like it all kind of. And this is why we were so concerned about all the penalties they were taking. This was because they were chasing and they were
symptomatic
bad in
of
the neutral zone and they were
Right.
behind the play in their defensive zone. It's all the whole thing. It's just like the human body. It was, the knee bone's connected to the foot bone, right? That's how this works.
Yeah. So it's good stuff. Couple of numbers to go over. Pavel Zacha, 2 goals and an assist. Elias Lindholm, 3 assists in the game, 11 of 19 in the faceoff circle. At one point, he was 5 of 6 after the first period, and only played a paltry 15:56. Didn't have to do too much. Everybody gets ice time because there's no penalties, except for the one at the end of the game. 2 goals for Brad Marchand. He ended up having 2 shots on goal, 5 others. He had 1 faceoff play, which was a really good little play. I don't know if you caught it, probably not. As at the end of the game, Timmy P did a little breakdown. We asked in post game where he changed his hand on the stick razor, where he danced through the face-off guy that he was going against. I can't remember which one it was. Regardless, I think it was Brock Nelson. He went by him and had a chance. Puck went wide, but still good opportunity. But a nice game from the captain. David Pastrnak ends up with 3 assists in this game. I liked his effort. I liked his work ethic. Nikita Zazorov, 1 goal, 1 assist in this one as well. The Bruins had 35 hits in this game. The Islanders 36. I don't know if I saw that many, but regardless, on the island, they gave them that. So yeah. Bruins with the big victory. All right. Looking ahead, big weekend. Friday night, Black Friday game. We're all going to watch it on the, I'm assuming on the couch, so to speak, and enjoy that, because that is not, I don't even know who's televising it. Is that ESPN, ABC? I don't know.
Shot in the dark.
I know. Well, it's either them or TNT, one of the two.
Yeah, it's one of the big ones.
And then against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins come off a victory over the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks goaltending was awful in the game. And Canucks made a comeback but lost 5-4. Bruins get a Pittsburgh Penguin team that is struggling mightily. This is the type of game that is there waiting for you with another good effort, another good start. Maybe it's easier for the road team. I don't know. That we talk about that coming in and playing just like that. But a primetime 6:30 game on Friday night. Razor and I will be watching that. We will not have a Morning Brew with Jaffe and Razor until after Sunday's game. We will record the next episode late Sunday night after the Montreal game, the Centennial Celebration game. That game is slated for 4:15 face-off. However, all the festivities will start at 3 o'clock inside TD Garden. In the meantime, Razor, you and I and RC sat down more than the last couple of days, earlier in the week, and recorded the big Centennial show. Captains, we're calling it a Captain's Brew. Ray Bork, Patrice Bergeron, and the current one, Brad Marchand, joined us. We are going to have that out on Friday, folks. You are going to love that one. It is a big, hearty one. It's like a Thanksgiving feast of Morning Brew with Jaffe and Razor, because we got 3 great guests that all were happy to talk about their experience as a Bruins captain and their favorite Montreal Canadian moments playing against them as a Boston Bruin. Razor, real quick, and festivities today for you, Thanksgiving. Where are we going?
Yeah, we've got some cooking, some sides to do right now, and I can hear the kitchen humming. Go to see some friends this morning, and then off to my sister-in-law's in Rentham for the afternoon, and the in-laws and the whole crew. So that'll be great. You?
What is your specialty on sides? Are you going to go in and help, Aaron, or are you going to go in and watch?
No, I'll go in and help. We have the standard. So what do we got? We got sweet potatoes. We're doing like the potatoes. We got scalloped potatoes. We got mushrooms, stuffed mushrooms, artichoke dip, stuff like that going on. But it's a very team effort. I'm not. I don't have one specialty. I'm more of the sous chef.
Are you a mashed potato or a sweet potato guy?
I'm mash. I'm not a sweet potato guy. Even if you put a bunch of brown sugar and everything on it. Yeah, the texture. They're very different for me. Yeah. The texture thing.
I love sweet potatoes. I love mashed potatoes too. I'm an equal opportunity potato eater, but sometimes make mashed sweet potatoes, and love those. And then the texture there. But anyways, we're just going to do the roasted sweet potatoes, and then mash as well. What are we doing? We are actually at the house, family flying in, and going to hang with them, and we even have the Petersons coming over.
Oh,
And
perfect.
so they will be hanging out. We are going to be this is the first time ever though we've catered most of it. I'm going to go make some sides after this. Had to run out. I don't know if you notice, I'm in the luxury confines of Nesson. I'm here alone right now recording Morning Brew because, again, the internet.
Oh, the internet again?
Again, yeah. So there's going to be a bit of a shit show later this week on that. We're going to have a little chat with Comcast Xfinity. Anyways, all right, Razor, thank you. RC, the man behind the cloud, or the curtain, I should say, the digital curtain. RC is going to put this one out, and he's going to get himself on the road. RC, we are thankful for you, buddy, and all you do. We're thankful for all of our listeners. Everybody, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the special Centennial Morning Brew with Jaffe and Razor, the Captain Centennial show coming out, and then game show recap. Well, next one will be after the Montreal game. The Boston Bruins win 6-3 on the island. They're right there now. They're in that playoff mix come Thanksgiving time. Let's see how that holds for them. It feels good. They scored a bunch of goals. What's going to be even better is your day with your friends, your family, your loved ones. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, everybody, and enjoy your coffee.